Two major expected consequences of global warming are rising sea levels and stronger storms. These two factors are major contributors to increasing erosion of our beaches. Connecticut is fortunate as Long Island protects us from much of the wave energy generated by hurricanes and other strong storms. However, our coast is still vulnerable to rising sea levels. In fact, 9% of Connecticut beaches are considered critically eroding. Worldwide, 5 to 10,000 square miles of land are expected to be lost to rising sea levels alone. Erosion will add to this total substantially and will force us to constantly repair damage to infrastructure on the coast due to a changing shoreline. Marshlands are one of the first lines of defense against coastal erosion. Unfortunately, as sea levels rise, grasses may not be able to adapt quickly enough and could die. Even if the marshes are able to extend backwards inland, they may run into human-made barriers, like walls and roadways. This not only exposes these structures to more direct storm forces, but we also lose a valuable coastal habitat as marshes disappear.
Seagrass protects the seashore from erosion and other effects of stronger storms. However, as the water level rises, inundation may smother these seagrasses, leading in widespread death, as you see here.
Stronger storms are one of the consequences of global warming. And right here we can see some erosion that was caused by the water level during storms. Fortunately, most of this damage is temporary because even though it washes away the sediments, resedimentation will occur afterwards. Shown above are two pictures of Wallop's flight facility in Virginia, the left one before Sandy and the right one after restoration efforts were completed on the shoreline. Although resedimentation often occurs after storms, it can take years to decades, which can leave sites like Wallop's vulnerable to floods and other damaging effects of the storms. NASA has over $1 billion invested in the base, and during Hurricane Sandy, over 700 feet of protective berms were washed away. As sea level rises and storms become stronger, recovery efforts like these will become commonplace and at a huge economic price.
Alright, so this is where the magic happens. By magic, I mean erosion. As you can see, we've got a lot of wetlands and protruding bedrocks here, which are protecting against erosion. And as the sea level rises, it's going to overpower these protective forces and erode it.
Rising sea level is an even greater threat to eroding the coastlines than stronger storms are. This is because as sea level rises, waves and tides act further up on the shore than they would naturally. This can allow the water to overcome natural as well as man-made barriers with greater frequency. These erosive effects are more permanent than those of storms because the higher water levels persist permanently, unlike the transient rises from storms alone. Since sea level rise and stronger storms are a product of climate change, we must address the issues causing climate change in order to fix the drivers of coastal erosion. Reducing our emissions of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases would help a great deal, yet this is easier said than done. In the meantime, we must accept that fortifying our seawalls, maintaining our beaches, and repairing coastal infrastructure will be a way of life in the near future. Hopefully, however, modern technology will allow us to mitigate and perhaps reverse the effects of climate change, so that our coastlines can remain the valuable economic and recreational assets that they are today.